Hello, gang. Today we're going to be looking into Donald Trump's comments, Donald Trump's hilarious comments around the Dumb Prince and his status in the USA. We know that at the moment the Dumb Prince's visa is going through some issues thanks to the Heritage Foundation. But the Donald has said today, President Trump has said regarding Harry, I'll leave him alone. He's got enough problems with his wife. She's terrible. I mean, that's quite funny. I mean, I did enjoy that. But what does that mean? What is going on? We're going to have a look with the cards. We're going to have a look and see how Harry and Meghan are reacting to this news. And we're going to see what Trump's going on with Trump and the vibe with this. Now, will this mean that Harry is now technically above the law when it comes to his visa exposure, or will other mechanisms of the state, of the American state, kick in if Harry's lied on his visa? I do not know that. I am just a simple tarot card reader from the UK, so I don't know everything about that. If my American friends want to comment down below what you feel about that. Also, it's a massive power play from Trump. It's actually quite brilliant. He's like, I'm letting you stay at my leisure. You can stay here at my leisure. So it's kind of a rap across the knuckles. It's kind of a little warning shot to Harry and Meghan to get in line and behave, which I find really interesting because it's just like, yeah, I found that really interesting. So we're going to start with the cards without me burbling on for ages. We're going to start with Harry. If you're new here, I work in layers. So the first layer is going to be all about Harry, and then I'll use a different deck of cards for Meghan, and I'll use a different deck of cards for Mr. President Trump. Okay, so let's start off with Harry. If you're new here as well, please subscribe. Everyone else, if you can share this video about, it helps my channel grow and all of that kind of YouTubery stuff. I always forget to say it. It's not because I don't want my channel to grow. It's just because, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, let's have a look at Harry. Harry, how you doing, pet? What is going on? What is happening with Harry? Let us see. Give me your energy, Harry. Let's see. How do you feel about this? Page of Swords. Okay. He thinks this is gossip. He thinks this is just people being snipey. The Page of Swords is quick moving energy. Now, Donald Trump's a Gemini, so would relate to swords in the deck. So he's just thinking this is bitter and nasty and getting at him, and it's sharp words just to derive attention for him. So he thinks it's very much something about clicks. I don't think President Trump needs any help getting clicks and views. That man is his own walking media empire. He just opens his mouth and everybody knows about it. So Harry's a little bit snidey about it. I wonder if Harry's thinking of saying something back to him as well, because there's that snippy energy there. Crossing over is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Oh dear. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse, there might be an issue with Harry clapping back regarding money and finances and security here, with regarding real world opportunities. So he might and well could have been warned not to say anything political or controversial while Ingrifftus is on, which is really, really interesting. So whoever's the handlers at the minute may well say you don't want to scupper any potential deals. Now, President Trump's, I know I've got Dems on this channel and Republicans on this channel and people who people who live all around the world with different opinions, but Donald Trump's popularity rating is sky high at the moment in the USA, according to statistics. That's just not my opinion. That's according to statistics, according to polls and stuff. So it would be detrimental for Harry, I guess, to come out and say anything against President Trump. Let's see what's above the situation. The Magician in reverse. And what is underneath the situation? The World in reverse. Harry is on very dangerous grounds here. Very dangerous grounds. The world is a forced ending. The world is a terrible ending. The Magician in reverse is not being able to get things together and pull things together and make things coherent. It's also, I know this is a little bit weird and woo, but it's also some dark energy. I feel like Harry, because he... do you know how like there was this whole thing about like cosmic ordering and you can make a vision board to get what you want and all of these kind of things? I feel like Harry really has been trying that by using the media to berate his family because he wanted security, and he's been trying to manipulate things and use people on the internet, bots and everything, to kind of get his way, to shut up voices, to get his way, to influence how he is perceived, and it hasn't worked. And this is just a blowback from that energy. Now, you've got to remember President Trump as well is a massive fan of the royal family, I mean, look at how he was with William at the Notre Dame reopening. He really thinks William's a fantastic guy. So there's that energy as well. There's that energy, and I feel like this is just kind of like the perfect storm. This is meant to be Harry's moment. This is his life, apart from dragon slaying media or whatever it is. This is his Ingriftus thing. This is his veterans thing. And the world in reverse, it's shaky ground he's on. Things are coming to a head somewhere. And that could well be the visa, or that could be contracts in the USA and his legitimately stay in the USA. Because I believe, like, if you're not a resident, you need to have some kind of work, I guess, a sponsorship from a business or something. And it's interesting, at least. Okay, Justice is in reverse there. So I wonder if President Trump is foreshadowing or is picked up on something that Harry has said regarding his presidency, regarding the things that are happening within the USA now. And like Harry's going on about the injustice of it all and how things are unfair. This may have fed back to President Trump through a Libra with the Justice in reverse. But that Justice in reverse there's this energy where like Harry's been mouthing off and saying things are not fair. Why can't I get things my way? It could be well to do with the visa as well. There may be some stuff in that visa that is very damning. Very damning, that visa case against Harry. So yeah, anyway, there is something that I feel has led up to this that has been revealed to Trump that is just like Harry's just like, it's Harry's own doing because he's feeling very petty about everything. Let me have a look and see what the oh dear. Harry's angry. You've misrepresented my wife. The Nine of Coins in reverse is a woman who's a spendthrift, a woman who is given the appearance of being able to stand up on her own and looking very bougie and all of those things. But it's all false. It's a false economy. She's not very bright. She's all about the money. She's all about the glamour, but she doesn't pull it off very well, and everyone can see it through it. Now, if you've been on the channel for a while, you'll know when I see this card, I say it's in this aspect. When it's in reverse, I say it's all fur coat and no knickers. And basically, this is the Messi's energy. There's no, what I'm saying is there's no substance. So she puts on this very big kind of I'm a humanitarian thing, and then she sends like a £10 voucher to Starbucks and says, oh yeah, go and buy yourself a coffee to someone or something. I can't remember exactly. Or she uses the Californian wildfires or Uvalde, and it's, you don't hear a lot about the stuff that she has done, you know. That page of wands, what's on Harry's mind, he is really, really, and on Arrested Development place, he really wants to kind of like fire back at Trump. What's surrounding him as well as the disrespect to his wife, and I feel like there's going to be more coming out about that. What's really annoying Harry about this is he thinks that Donald Trump is only getting at his wife because of his family and only through him. So that King of Coins, that King of Pentacles around him, that would indicate Harry in this reading. So there's two things there. Oh, they're going to get called grifters more and more this year. Watch out. And it's going to come from people around and near the Trump administration. Now, that could be there's podcasters attached to it. There's media personalities. And there's lots of different politicians in there, but they are going to get called out more because they're going to be. You've got both two. These are my Megsy grifting cards. So I feel like there's going to be something come out around the Netflix stuff. What Harry is really scared of, and I think it was revealed earlier this week with the USAID stuff. The USAID stuff is basically shown that the Bidens sent Harry and Megsy's charity Arswell some cash from the USAID department. That has gone. And Harry, for ages last year, I was saying Harry and Megsy are protected by a wealthy, rich family. Now, it came out in the end that it was the Bidens. It could have also been the Gettys. It could have also been the Kennedys. But it came out it was the Bidens. Not only did they receive funding from the Biden administration for Arswell, but they also had links to Ashley Biden's charity as well. So they felt very protected. And also the Biden administration kind of like covered up the visa stuff as well with the Heritage Foundation. So there's that. So he's really worried. He feels very unsafe. There isn't that layer of protection around him. He's frustrated. He's angry. He feels like he's being got at just because he's a prince and who he is. He's really annoyed by it all. And he thinks people are just being bitter and nasty. So we shall see what Megsy has to say about all of this. Let's have a look. He's not happy. He's really not happy. He's not the unhappiest I've ever seen him, though, about it. But he's unsure. And there's this whole ending underneath that is bad news for him. And that's that as well. He just attracts this stuff, you know. He's just a bit of a... Whose fault is this? We have got the King of Cups in reverse. Who was at Notre Dame with President Trump? Prince William. Prince William is Cancerian, and he would come out as the King of Cups. It's in reverse, though, so Megsy's got this negative opinion that Trump is only doing this because he prefers William, and he's liking William, and this is why he's getting at us, Harry. Can you imagine what it's like in the hotel in Canada, in Leafland at the minute? Can you imagine all the fake grimacing that's going to be going on in Grifters for the next week? Oh, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. Let's have a look and see what's crossing over. Two of Cups in reverse. Maybe we should just split up and announce it. We should just announce that we're separating, Harry. That is the energy. That is the energy. She wants away from him. She wants further away from him. It's kind of like... this is brilliant because like she's trying to redo her image step by step, you know, with the Billie Eilish merch thing, with the going to the wildfires, which didn't work, with the Netflix with Love from Megatron thing. She's really trying to rebuild her image. It's not working. So she's going to be she's saying that we should be more separate. This only happens when we're together, Harry. And there's a doorway closed. Things aren't going well. Somebody's losing a deal here. And underneath. This is because of Meg, said Harry. He hates us because we left the royal family and tried to forge our own way. Now, they're at an end of something. They are out of Hollywood. They are out of Hollywood. They are not those people. They are hanging around with a load of people that I've never heard of before. You know, actresses from Suits. I'm like, who is this broad? I don't know who she is. There's also some other people they're knocking around with. Like, she's still knocking around with her hairdresser. I mean, come on. You're meant to be this megastar. Here I am with my hairdresser. How are you, man? You could do better than that, Meghan. You plum. The door has been shut. They are not doing well. Not doing well at all. Temperance is in reverse. Can't get it together. Things are not fair. Both of the Justice in reverse and Temperance in reverse, both of them are different energies, but they're both about weighing up and bringing things together and getting the correct thing. So with Temperance, it's being very creative and bringing lots of ideas and bringing lots of solutions and soothing things. When it's in reverse, you're just spilling those ideas and it's a mess. You've misfired. You can't get it together. You can't bring it together. With the Justice card in reverse for Harry, things are not fair and he feels very out of balance and he's really kind of like getting his little knickers in a twist about everything. Oh, there we go. Right, we are going to be getting, we've got the devil coming up for Megsy. We are going to be getting a massive overreach with Megsy trying to control things. She's got one claw, both claws are out. She is going to be trying to control several narratives. There's possibly going to be some throwing of people under the bus, some attacks. She wants to try and control things. This is really triggering her issues around being right and being seen. It's almost like these people don't like freedom of speech. It's kind of like their whole thing about freedom of speech and freedom of expression is it's free for you to say what you want as long as I agree with it, and everything else is hate speech, and that's really their vibe. So she's going to go under this, like, I wonder if she's going to say anything about the Donald. She's going to turn around and be a boss babe. What's on her mind is the moon. Oh, we've got the Emperor in reverse. I'll put that back in, though, because that's the wrong way around. Cut. Now, she's really thinking of getting rid of Harry. And there's duplicates in this deck. It's basically two decks merged together. We've got the moon twice, both in the upright. That's not good. Well, it's not good if you're the person we're looking at, but for us, oh, there's going to be more stuff revealed. Oh my goodness. First off, she's going to try and girl boss it with the moon, with that moon energy. Secondly, she's not in her right mind. I'm just going to say it. I've been saying it for a while. It's almost like she's in like she's 1 foot in the real world, one toe in the real world, and the rest of her is somewhere else. And she's only in the real world because she gets online shopping deliveries. Do you know what I mean? She's just absolute. She doesn't see herself how she doesn't understand how the rest of the world see her as she is. She doesn't understand her missteps, and it's sending her further and further loopy. That with the added narcissism, she's kind of like Mammy Dearest or something like that. She's like, I think it's been since 2023. I've been picking up that she's just like not in her right mind. She's not, and it's not just the narcissism, guys. There's something else going wrong here. There is some murky and difficult stuff around them. There's not just the stuff about what Trump has just said. She wants to come out and she wants to say, I am a woman, hear me roar in beige. She wants to do all of that kind of stuff. But there's something holding her back here. With that devil, it could activate. She could try and just sass back to Donald Trump. And I am not being funny. She's not the brightest woman on the face of the earth. And I wouldn't want to get into... I would love her to get into a slanging match with Trump because it would be over in nanoseconds and it would be quite funny. But she's not the brightest. And whatever you think of Donald, he is bright. He's very quick. He's very quick-witted. He's a funny guy. So these two moons are not good for him. Or not good for her, I should say. The King of Pentacles is in reverse. What she's thinking about, while Harry's worrying about who's going to protect me now, she's actively thinking of how am I going to get rid of Harry. Pentacles relates to Virgo. Harry is a Virgo. And here we have the Emperor in reverse. So she's going to try and blame a lot of this. We've got the King of Cups in reverse, which relates to William because he's a Cancerian. And we've got the Emperor in reverse as well. Now we're talking about Donald, but this could also relate to King Charles as well. So she's potentially blaming not only Donald's perception of William and how wonderful William is, which is completely correct in my view. She's also going to be trying to blame the king and the king's relationship with Donald and an abuse of power, basically. Let's have a look and see what Donald says about all of this. Let's have a look at Donald's cards. What does he really think of these two? I mean, I think we know the dude has no filter, but Moon in Sagittarius. I've got Moon in Sagittarius. Apparently I've got no filter. So let's go. Let's have a look at the Donald in all of this. We have the Magician in reverse. He thinks they can't get it together. He's just like, they can't get it together. They can't bring things together. They're useless. I don't know what they're doing. Why are they doing this? They've had all the stuff. They've had all the opportunities. Why are they wasting it? Why are they just throwing it away? Okay, so that's his starting point. What's crossing over? He thinks they're overly defensive. He thinks they're overly combative. The Seven of Wands in reverse. He's half poking them, you know. He's half expecting them to respond. Okay, he wants them to respond. He's baiting them. The Five of Cups in reverse surrounding them. Like, it's interesting. He might have a few little regrets about when, I think President Trump was still president, was number 45 president at the time Harry kind of crossed the border from Canada into the USA and went to live at Tyler Perry's house and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, there might be some little regrets about letting that kind of pan out the way it did. But underneath the Nine of Wands, okay. He's been protective of the royal family. He's been very protective with that Nine of Wands underneath. His loyalty, it's weird. He's been really protective of the royal family. The Two of Pentacles leaving the situation. He's just been kind of like watching them and seeing what's happening and just thinking. I don't think his opinion's changed, put it that way, the Two of Pentacles. It hasn't changed. This opinion and how he views them hasn't changed. He doesn't see what they do necessarily, and there's something there with work-life balance. He does think there has to be some kind of change with how they behave and how they're perceived with regards to the Two of Pentacles leaving there. And I'm reading so much into that because of the other cards that are around it, basically, because the Magician in reverse as well. Yeah. Let's see what's coming up with them. Is there going to be any more for any more? Page of Wands is in reverse. That's what was on Harry's mind. The Page of Wands upright. So we're going to be getting, there's potential there for some firing back from Team Markle. Now, whether it is one of the Markles or whether it's somebody who is Markle adjacent, you've got quite a few people. You've got Auntie Elton, you've got Oprah, Ellen DeGeneres. Who else have you got? Beyonce, Serena, and loads of Z-listers that, like, I don't like. I was saying the weird guy with the photographer guy with the 5 head. You've also got the weird makeup guy. You've also got Darkus Manderson, who's not really ever said anything in public, I don't think. You've got, oh God, I forgot about him. Got Ahmed Scabies as well. He's an absolute irritant, isn't he? What time am I recording this? It's 1846 here in the UK. So I don't know if Scabies has said anything. Queen of Swords. There's a strategy. He knows they've got a strategy. He knows that there is more with these people with Harry and Meghan in what they've been doing and how they've been involved. This is a warning shot, guys. This is a wind your neck in, keep your beaks out. He knows that they're having financial trouble as well. Big style. Bigly. And he knows no one. He knows no one wants to work with them. Okay. And right. He wants them to split. That's it. He wants this done. He thinks the joke has gone on too long, really. So there's two things. He's trying to protect the royals in his own way. He is aware of some cruelty and some strategy around them with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, this could be linked to Oprah as well. She's an Aquarian, would come out as the Queen of Swords. It could be linked as well to Kamala. I think she's a Libra, but we've got to remember that Kamala, I don't think, has a lot to do. It doesn't like Meghan from what I pick up. So that Queen of Swords, there is this whole energy that he's aware of some disruptive strategies, some cruel strategies, some deceitfulness. Yeah, and that could link in well with what's been going on with everything at USA Aid, or I don't know which one it is. He knows they're in financial bother. He knows they're in trouble. He knows they're in lots of bother. And with Three of Cups, he knows no one wants to work with them. And he's just kind of doubling down on that whole energy. I think he's making, in a way, he's making them suffer a bit for what they did to the Queen and Prince Philip. I think there's more than one thing going on with Mr. Trump, President Trump, with regarding these two grifters. He's humiliating Harry in a way. I'll let you stay. It's a power play. He's humiliating Meghan. She's terrible. And it's what everybody thinks as well, because it's their behavior that has shone through. So he's just saying facts. But he's really hoping they'll split up. He's really hoping they'll split up. He wants them to split up. I think so. The rest of the world, yeah, but like at the end of the day, if they split up, they'll just make somebody else suffer. You know what I mean? They're kind of well suited, but I wish they would also split up, because they've thrown so much rubbish at the royals. It would further discredit all of the stuff they've said. Not that anyone believes them, apart from a few bots and some random Sussex Squad people online. But yeah, fair play, President Trump. So that is what I have got, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you supporting my channel. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. There will be more live streams next week, and maybe tomorrow night as well, maybe Sunday night. I look forward to seeing your comments about this. I would love to hear if anyone has got a bit more knowledge about what could happen re the visa if he's been shown to lie on it. I do feel like this is putting pressure on Harry and Meghan to behave themselves. I feel like this is putting pressure on Harry and Meghan to behave themselves while Ingrifftus is on, and they don't see anything too outrageous. Of course, they've got oppositional defiance disorder. They're not going to listen to, they didn't listen to the Queen of England. They don't listen to the King of England, and they were not going to listen to the President of the United States, especially one they don't like. So, and President Trump will know this as well. There we go. It's really interesting though. Anyway, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Saturdays, and I will catch you up really soon. Bye, everyone. Take care of yourself.